guys, what's up? We had the DD Tower, and it was focused on the water dimension, and with it comes the chance to unlock a legendary siren. In order to deal with this event, you must duel the monsters on each floor, and defeat all monsters on a floor to earn a reward and move on to the next floor. Now, the changes from the fire dimension include the ability to keep battling monsters, even if you lose a duel. However, your life points must not hit 0. The missions have also been rebalanced, as well as the mission points given out. You need to be careful. The DD Invader will show up at certain times. You can check the duel missions during duels with tower monsters. This means you can alter your deck in order to meet these conditions more easily, which was completely different to the other one. You had to pretty much go with the deck you had. So unless you had watched maybe a YouTuber who'd already experienced the event and watched how they went through, you wouldn't have a clue to get your maximum points. Your life points will also increase equal to the number of friends on a floor in the tower. There will also be available a new exclusive background, which will be used for duels in DD Tower. The Fire Dimension packs, for those of you who didn't have a chance to go to use the event or didn't have duel links at the time, is also to be made available in the DD box, so you can get the cards you missed out during that event. The damage you take from duels, as always, carries over, but your life points are restored over time or by using life point potions. You earn mission points by completing duel missions given when dueling against monsters. Get enough mission points and you can spend them in order to gain these DD box rewards. However, the powerful DD Invader appears, who plays a very strong DD deck. He will supply you with anywhere between 1 and 4 points. This is depending on the difficulty, so obviously the most difficult will be 4. If you're facing him on easy, then you will only get the 1 point, and he will restore your life points. Though, keep in mind he disappears after an hour, so you will have to be quite quick. You need to spend 5 mission points in order to get an item from the box, and there are a total of 17 items. Now, the main monster for this event is Siren Orca. This is a water winged beast level 5 with 2200 attack and 1000 defense. And its effect is, if you control both a fish and a winged beast type monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. When you do, you can declare a level from 3 to 5. The levels of all monsters you currently control become the declared level. If you activate this effect, monsters you control cannot activate their effects for the rest of this turn, except water monsters. This card can be special summoned onto the field. However, the level change is not a good effect, at least for the time being, as we have no access to Xyz monsters as of yet. This card is supposed to work with the ability of Beatdown, which provides 300 attack per level 5 or higher monster on the field. So at most, you'll be looking at a Siren Orca of 3,100 attack points, which isn't half bad. But then again, with the number of stronger monsters being added ever increasing, this will be slowly power crept out of existence. Other rewards include Gishki Ariel. This is a water spellcaster level 4 with 1000 attack and 1800 defense. And its effect is, flip, you can add 1 Gishki monster from your deck to your hand. This acts as a searcher for the archetype. The next card is Gishki Noelia. This is a water spellcaster level 4 with 1700 attack and 1000 defense. And its effect is, when this card is normal summoned, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, send any excavated ritual spell cards and Gishki monsters to the graveyard. Also, place the other cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. This card can put your Gishki monsters into the graveyard to make them more accessible, as well as having a decent attack stat to keep it on the field. Next we have Gishki Amelia. This is a water spellcaster spirit level 4 with 1600 attack and 800 defense. And its effect is cannot be special summoned. During the end phase of the turn, this card is normal or flipped face up. Return it to the hand. When this card is normal summoned or flipped face up, negate all trap card effects on the field until the end phase. You must control another face-up Gishki monster to activate and to resolve this effect. This card can enable you to attack without fear as it shuts down your trap effects the turn it is summoned. And remember, since it is a spirit monster, all spirit monsters have the same effect, that at the end of the turn, they're either, when they've been flipped face up or they've been normal summoned, they return to the hand. So in essence, provided you have another Gishki monster on your field, you can continually resummon this card to prevent your opponent from ever actually activating any of their desired trap. The next card is Water Girl. This is a Water Aqua level 4 with 1250 attack and 1000 defense, and it's a normal monster. There's not much to say about this. It's, as you can see, a OCG exclusive card. It's meant to be themed with the water type, but generally speaking, it's quite useless. The next card is Medium of the Ice Barrier. This is a water spellcaster level 7 with 2200 attack and 1600 defense. And its effect is, if your opponent controls 4 or more cards than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card each turn. The summoning condition of this card is difficult, as you'll have to have nothing on your field, and the maximum number of cards on either side of the field is 6, so you cannot rely on that, especially since your opponent is never really going to have a full field. However, the back row restrictions do force your opponent to think about their move before activating anything. This might make them a bit overcautious and prevent you from making certain moves that actually end up being more advantageous to yourself. The final card is Ice Water. This is a Water Aqua level 3 with 1150 attack and 900 defense, and yet again, it is a normal monster. Another one of these Japanese OCG only cards. Again, it's just here to be part of the theme of the water type, water attributes. It doesn't have any use. It mentions about the event that it is available after you reach stage 4 of Duel Monsters. This won't be difficult as this is a very low stage. You'll complete this within maybe an hour or 2 at most. It may also be held again in the future, depending on, obviously, the success rates. I mean, the reason they've made this one is obviously the fire one was quite successful, and the chances are we might even see one for each of the other attributes. Water, you've had water and fire, so you need to have air and earth, as well as light and dark. The limit for getting items from the DD box is December 14th at 2 PM, which is going to be the end of the event, and any of your remaining life point potions will be turned to gold of 1,000 per potion, and any potions in the gift box won't be converted, so you must use them. What do you think of this event? Did you enjoy the improvements? Is there anything else you wanted to see added, such as any particular water attribute cards? And will you be expecting now for there to be an event for each of the other attributes of light, dark, wind, and earth? Leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And